What's going on, guys? Isaiah or /Buddy24 here. Today, bringing you a bit of a longer trophy guide finally in Ratchet Clank Rift Apart. In today's video, I'll be going over the trophy Shifty Character. And for this trophy, you need to hit every Blizon crystal or Blizon crystal on Blizar and Coeur d'Leon. So this is a bit of a longer trophy, and I'm just going to kind of talk as we go over some clips here. What I would actually recommend you do for this trophy is to complete the optional sort of side area or side quest on the planet Ardalis at the pirate base. You'll see here the two planets in question are Blizar Prime and Coeur d'Leon, but at the pirate base on Ardalis there is an optional side area, and if you clear out this optional side area you will receive an item which basically shows you the location of all of the collectibles in the game, so the gold bolts, the spy bots, and things like that. In order to hit every crystal on these other two planets, you can basically just break it down as just completing 100% of the collectibles on each planet. Just doing the main story will pretty much get you the majority of the crystals, but then there's a handful of crystals on both planets that are basically sort of in like side areas, and you would basically just only be using them if you're going for all of the sort of side objectives and side collectibles. So if you just kind of want to make this trophy super simple and easy, you don't need to look up the location of a bunch of different crystals. After you complete the main story mission on both planets, head on over to this planet later on in the game. This is pretty late into the game where you go to the pirate base planet. But go over to the pirate base planet, do this optional area, you'll get the collectible map, which will reveal the location of all of the collectibles in the game, all the spy bots, all the gold bolts, and from there you can just travel back to Blizar Prime and Coeur d'Leon and do all of the optional sort of collectibles and optional areas, and you'll have that map to kind of show you exactly where to go. But just for the sake of this video, I'm just going to kind of show you a couple of the optional areas and some of the areas where with that collectible map you would actually go to and actually hit some of these sort of optional crystals. Just by playing the main story, you, like I said, will hit the majority of these crystals. It's just some of these like sort of optional areas and like side objectives where you need to go to in order to get all 29 of the crystals. So on Coeur d'Leon, this is the planet where you go to make the Dimensionator in about the middle part of the game. You're going to see a gold bolt there off into the distance, surrounded in this little sort of bubble dome thing. And the only way to get to it is to use some of the Blizon crystals. So what you're going to want to do here is head up in this dimension at the start of the game to the very top of this tower. I believe you can't unlock this tower until later on, once you complete the main story mission on Coeur d'Leon. But once you do, you're going to have this crystal here at the top of the tower. You're going to want to go up to that. You're going to hit it. Then you're going to switch on over to this other dimension here, the sort of snowy dimension or whatever. This is also part of the main story where you have to run away from like the monster that chases you called Juice or whatever. You're going to switch on over to this dimension, and then you're going to see that in this dimension the bubble on that little platform is no longer there, and you can basically just use your rocket boots with the boost thing or whatever, sort of boost your way on over and then pick up the gold bolt. So you see I line myself up there, hit that boost, and then switch on over to that planet, or platform I should say, not planet. Hit that Blizon crystal, and then that will give you the gold bolt here on Coeur d'Leon. There's other gold bolts obviously and other spy bots and stuff like that, but this is the only collectible that relates to the Blizon crystals. So I'm just kind of showing you the only collectibles that relate to the crystals specifically, because it's the crystals that have to do with the trophy on both of the planets. If we move on over to our second planet, which is Blizar Prime, this is the mining planet where you go to get your the phase quartz crystal in the main story. You're gonna head on over to this planet and head to just like the main area, the main sort of mining area on the not ruined dimension, we'll call it. You're gonna find this crystal here on top of a platform, and you're gonna want to hit that crystal, and then this will take you to the alternate dimension where you can go up this little platforming section to find that gold bolt there up on the sort of levitating platform, we'll call it. There's no other crystals involved for this gold bolt, but I'm just kind of going through and showing you, just for the sake of the video, what the purpose of hitting some of these optional crystals actually is. Like I mentioned, most of the crystals are just in the main story. You saw there at the start of the video that I had a progress of 23 out of 29, and that was just from doing the main story missions on both of the planets, like just playing the main story. So this is definitely one that's super easy to just kind of go back and do later on. It's just that there's obviously, with a lot of these crystals sort of being spread out, you're not going to know exactly where to go. And that's why I just recommend getting that collectible map, not only just for this trophy, but just in general. Obviously, if you want to go for the 100% in the game, getting that collectible map is going to make it very, very easy. You don't have to go through the painstaking process of just blindly searching for other collectibles and things like that. But in terms of our final crystals, once again here on Blizon Prime, once you get that first one I just showed you, you're going to come over here to this sort of lava area. You're going to hit that crystal right there, work your way up another platforming section in the sort of alternate dimension. Then you will have the very final crystal, optional crystal for this trophy right up here, which will be right beside an armor piece for Rivet. But with that final crystal, that's going to be all of the optional crystals that I can show you in this video. The rest are just in main story missions and just from normally playing the game without much difficulty. But that is for the trophy Shifty Character. It is to hit every Blizon crystal on Blizon Prime and Coeur d'Leon. Bit of a longer video here today, guys. Sorry for all the rambling, but either way, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this one finally helped you out. If it did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'm going to have a few more Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart videos coming out here over the next few days, so I'll be on the lookout for that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys soon.